Hello and welcome to another video. This one is the very last build pull-on update for Hull Fair 2024. With just over 24 hours to go until the Hull Fair 2024 officially opens, I've come to have a look at the final sort of build progress update. So it's a very different day to what it was like when I was here 2 days ago, weather-wise. As you can see, the sun's blaring down in my face. Blue sky, sunshine, it's not wet in the slightest. So what a difference 2 days makes to the weather. Let's see if 2 days makes a big difference to Hull Fair. Right, so I'll start in the same place that I've started the last couple of visits. Okay, so as you can see, we're on Walton Street now. Most of the food stalls have all arrived. They're all setting up all the way down to the bottom of Walton Street, like I said on the last visit. I'm not going to walk down and show you every food item and every food truck that's here now, because I do plan to do a complete food tour of Hull Fair video, which will probably be going up on maybe Wednesday or Thursday. But anyway, this one is just to come and check the progress of the build, which I think is pretty much going to be done. And we'll see if there's anything new, see how things have progressed. There's a Chaos just behind there that wasn't built a couple of days ago when I was here. As I say, it just starts tomorrow. Official opening time is 4 o'clock, so in exactly 28 hours, as it's almost dinner time now. So in 28 hours, the park will be officially open. I did see Look North walking around. I did ask Kerry if she wanted to be interviewed for the local news, and she declined. So Crispin Rolfe will be asking people about the Hull Fair weather and whether Hull Fair weather is a thing, because that's what we heard him talking about. So there's this one that's still not set up yet, which is probably one of the very, very few rides that's still not set up. So you've got Chaos in the corner there, you've got the Extreme Tagada, and this is Speed. I think that might be new. I did say that the other day. I won't focus on the same things I focused on before. I'll just have a walk around and just see how different things are. As you can see, the sky is very different to how it was 2 days ago, which is nice. Forecast did say it was going to improve for Hull Fair opening night, which it looks like it's gonna. That's the big wheel. So we've got a jumping frog, crazy frog, king frog. Got the Dodgems. The Freakout's completely built. As I say, you can tell now that it's looking very different to what it did look like, and it looks even more different tomorrow when it's full of fairgoers. I'm just waiting for this truck to get out of the way so I can walk down that way. I want to try and take the same route as I did on the previous two videos, especially the last one 2 days ago, just so it's easily comparable with regard to the progress and things. So there's the famous atmosphere creator again, and crash test. This one right next to it I don't think was up last time. So that's up and ready to go, look. That's the Vertigo. There's Crow's Energy Storm Waltzers. Just doing the last finishing touches, the painting of the decking. They've just put the photo desk in for crash test by the looks of it, because that's still on the crane. And that's the Jumbo Circus. You do get an awesome view on that top deck there. You get an awesome view of the whole fair. Like I say, I will try and get out beyond that at some point this fair, and I'll take the camera up there so we can see all that. That's a really good fun house. 4 floors. Disco Fever. There's another Tagada there, and the air raid next to it. You see all the little rides are now up, all the little kiddie rides are up, covers over the vehicles just to protect them from the rain and the dust. There's still a few little sort of finishing touches that need to be done, but it's definitely getting there. There's the crazy ghost train that's here every year. It looks really good from the outside, but just a little warning, you may be slightly disappointed going through it. It's okay, but it just looks amazing from the outside, and it's not that amazing as you'd expect from that. And then the outer limits, this is having the finishing touches put to it, and then the sign's going to go up. Somebody did comment in the comments on the previous video saying that that's been there for a very long time. He used to do that when he was a kid, and we're talking decades ago that was here. There's a sizzler, little jumping jack for the kiddies. There's another waltzer there. Somebody also commented on one of the other videos that there seems to be a lot of waltzers this year, and I do tend to agree. I think there's at least 3 or 4 that I've seen already. Same as Tagadas. I think there's at least 4, maybe 5 Tagadas. I'll walk this way as I did on the last video, just for comparing reasons. It's a little bit easier to sort of see the difference when I take the same route. There's another Tagada. Mucking Fagic. Okay, it's Mucking Fagic. You've got a mega spin. All these things was here on the last one. All the teddies have started to arrive in the back of the vans. Let's head this way past the this vehicle past the Starfighter. That's one of the new ones. There's still a lot of traffic coming in and out, mostly out I would have thought, because everyone is now leaving after the build. There's the like the bob, snow bob. I can't remember what that one's called. It is lit up there, but I can't read it upside down and backwards. There's the King Loops. I think that did come last year actually. I'm not sure if we did that. I don't think it was in this location. It might have been a little bit further up, but that's back again for another year. There's the Booster. They're good ones. As I said on the other video, I think we have got that on the video from last year. Super Trooper. It's the giant wheel. It's not as giant as the really giant wheel, but it's a slightly lesser giant wheel. But I don't think they put that on the signage there. Right, I'll have a look down here, as this is the route I did take. Super Trooper. The big wheel's going round. Testing on the big wheel. Just the last finishing touches being put on this booster with the safety fences and such. Let's have a look. I'm looking forward to doing the food one. I don't think I went down here last time, so I'll have a quick look down this way just to see what's down here. There is another waltzers by the looks of it, so another waltzers. We'll have to check and count and see how many there actually is at this year's fair. I mean, they're probably all quite busy. They're a very popular ride, the waltzers. So there's another one there. There is some Dodgems down there as well. Another Sizzler. There is a lot of duplicate rides. Another Miami there. It's such a nice day today compared to the last time I was here. There's another good fun house. This is a jungle themed one. There's a giant slide for the kiddies. All these stalls will be ready to open tomorrow. We'll just take the boards off. I reckon they're all set up inside already, most of them. There's a little frog flipper, and you flip the frogs onto the lily pads to win a prize. And I think down here now, all the way down here is just game stalls all the way down to the entrance. So I'll pop back in here just to have a look at some of the other rides. Let's have a look. Another one of these runaway trains. Just a little one for the little kids. There's a tiny Miami, a mini Miami there. This is the section where they do sort of cram in a lot of the smaller rides for kids. They don't sort of have them dotted about so much. It is basically in the sort of entrance area. As you come in through Walton Street from the food section, there's literally loads of little kids rides all here. There's another Walters there. All the little kids rides and game stalls are all together. And then sort of bigger rides are toward the other side of the park, the other side of the car park. Or a fair, as it is now. It's not a car park right now. It's a world famous, one of Europe's largest travelling fun fairs. So yeah, you can see loads and loads of little rides. They are very similar, like that one, that one, that one and that one. They're all very similar attractions. They're just things that a kid sits in and it just spins around in a circle, but there's not a lot little ones can do. They can't really do the bigger rides. So there have to be some things here for the kiddies. Right, so I'll head back in that way and I'll walk down. I'll try and cover every sort of section. I don't want it to be too much of a long video because I've done this twice already. And I don't want you guys getting super bored with it. I'm just wanting to show the final sort of progress video, the final pull on and build video before opening tomorrow. As I say, we will be back tomorrow for opening time, so please do subscribe to the channel to catch that. I think we are open to come at least 3 times. I'm going to be here tomorrow, maybe Saturday as well, and then probably a couple of times next week. Like I said, I do want to come and do just a food vlog. And I won't come into the fair, I'll just walk straight down Walton Street from one end to the other and I'll show all the different food options, just like I did last year. Right, there's not a lot of building and pulling on happening at the minute because I think everything's pretty much here. They're just tinkering and just doing all the final touches with all the fencings and the boardings and things like that. The actual structural work from the ride itself I think is pretty much done for all of them except that one at the front that we saw, that Vertigo. Yeah, Walters XL. Across the way from another Walters. I think that is like the 5th or 6th Walters that I've seen. So there is Waltzer Capital, European Waltzer Capital, Hull Fair. As I say, popular ride. They won't put the 5th and 6th one in if there was no money to be made on them, I guess. Another little fun house. Ice maze, that's always there, or for the past few years anyway that I've been coming, that's always in the same location. Right. So I'll look back down here and I'll take a left, make sure we've not missed anything. This is where we walked down and we walked that way, past the North Pole and round, so we've not missed a single thing yet, I don't think. There's Toxic all ready to go. That was all ready to go 2 days ago. I'm just trying to look to see if there's anything that's actually much different from the one 2 days ago, and there isn't a lot like situated differently. Everything that was here then is pretty much here. There's obviously a few new smaller rides arrived, and everything that was here has now been built up to look a little bit more complete, obviously for opening. The Superstar, we did do that last year. We did that exact ride last year in this exact location, and there is a POV of that on the channel from last year, on the Hull Fair. I think it's the Hull Fair second video from last year. There's the Crazy Frog POV, I think there's a Ghost Train POV, and there's that Superstar POV. It was a really good ride actually, that. Crazy Hopper, another frog. That just looks good. That's a good image, that. Right, head down here and see what's new, if anything. There's another Super Bob. I think if they took out all the duplicate rides and just had one of everything, they'd be able to have room for so much more, like different rides and just more unique attractions. As I say, they're obviously popular and people do like them, and obviously they make money for the operators, so they will keep coming. But I think quite possibly 5 or 6 waltzes is a bit too much for one fair. But there you go. I don't know anything. Happy Caterpillar is all set up and ready. The carriage is on the track. The Super Bob there is all ready. They're just filling the games stalls up and everything. Look, so that's probably going to be the last thing they do. Put all the teddies and things on the stalls, all the prizes. This is a Ghost Train. I'll show you the Ghost Train that's currently here as well at the other side that I was talking about before, that does usually get changed for a different one halfway through the fair. See, the Ghost Trains look really cool from the outside. There's another runaway train. So there's a couple of, at least 2, I think maybe 3 of these Disney inspired runaway trains. We're back toward the front now where the food is at the street there, and all the game stalls down here. So go this way, I'll take a right and head back in. I just don't want to miss any of the rides. I probably have done, but I'm trying. I'll try and get as much as I can. As I say, coming back tomorrow anyway, and it'll look very different tomorrow. You won't be able to see all the road and all the path that you can see now. It'll be full of feet. To be fair, I mean, I don't know if I'm right or not, but it looks like there is slightly less bigger rides this year than what there have been in the past. Seems to be an awful lot of little rides, little kiddie rides and fun houses and things like that. Freak out. But like, as far as big rides go, I don't know if it's just me or whether it's just because there is 5 or 6 waltzers and there is 4 or 5 Tagadas and, you know, like 3 or 4 jumping frogs. Maybe it just feels like there isn't as much because there's a lot of duplicates this year. I think there's at least 2 or 3 freakouts that we've seen. There's a Maze of Illusions, which is, oh, it was there last year. I don't know if it's always there. Like I say, another Crazy Frog there. That's the one we saw on the way in. This is where we turned in and just waited for the truck to go past. The Atmosphere Creators are really good waltzers. If you're going to come and do one waltzers here, I would recommend the Atmosphere Creator, because that's the one we did last year and the year before, I believe, and it is by far the best waltzers you can get here. It's just the sound package on it's brilliant, the light package is amazing, the ride operators give you a right good spin and they're regularly coming around, spinning you around. And what I do like is what they did for us anyway was change direction. I can't stand to be spun in one direction constantly over and over and over again on the waltzers, so it's a refreshing change when they sort of stop you and spin you the opposite way. It's like, oh, thank God for that. Right, Exciter. And yeah, this is where we started. This is where we came in. So we've basically walked around the whole fair in 18 minutes. There is a few little bits, a few little kiddie things that are still needing to be built in the middle or opened up and stocked up and stuff. But it's pretty much ready. We're ready for Hull Fair 2024. I'm going to show you out of here, because I did come past here 2 days ago, and we went into this car park just on the side of the road here. and we did see that there was not a lot there. There's still a lot of cars coming down here, like helping set up and stuff, but pretty much all the food places are in situation now. Have a look on here. The ghost train's there now. The first ghost train that's there, it will be replaced, or I'm hoping it'll be replaced. Makes me look like I'm a liar if it doesn't get changed this year. Now I've made such a point of it, but every other year it has done anyway. Alright, so there's the vertical limit all built, set up now. And there's a Tagada, believe it or not, another Tagada there. Oktoberfest. Funhouse. That looks like quite a cool funhouse. And yeah, I'm not going to walk down and just show you every bit of food. Like I say, there will be a separate vlog just for that once everything's open, so we can have a look at the actual food that they're serving and not just menus. That's a popular Tagada, that one. So yeah, this is the ghost train, and it's a very similar style ghost train, I think, that gets replaced about halfway through. As you can see, they're all blocked off now, both ends of Walton Street. I'll see if the famous carousel is there. It's usually the first ride that you see when coming in from the train track end at this end. Yeah, there's the carousel, so that's it, the music on that as you're coming past the train track, the train crossing, and you come into Walton Street. That signals the start of Hull Fair. I'll show you that tomorrow, because that's the way we'll be coming in from. And as I say, on the food one, I'll go in there, because we did get some salt and pepper stuff from there last year and it was delicious, so we might end up getting that again. But I will walk all the way down from one end to the very bottom, and I'll show you every single food option on the food vlog. Won't be tomorrow, because tomorrow it's gonna be a opening night full Hull Fair walk around, so we can see exactly what it's like once open. It's too bright. Pop up here, just so I'm out of the people's way on the road. You can see inside there, look. Behind the scenes, under the floor. Super slide. I think there was supposed to be a new ride called Psycho that was supposed to be coming to Hull Fair this year, but I think there is manufacturing delays with the ride, so they've had to replace it. So Psycho is definitely not coming this year. I think the only other major new ride this year is the Starfighter, which we showed you at the back of the fair. That's been set up a while now. So I think that is going to conclude this final Hull Fair build and pull on update for 2024. So if you enjoyed the video, please do pop a like on it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you've got any comments, pop them down below. And until tomorrow on opening night at Hull Fair, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.